Hello, everyone, and welcome to Daedra and Deathclaws. We're sorry we're a little bit late tonight. We were experiencing some technical difficulties.
That's what I was saying. I was late.
That and our microphone wasn't working, and I know how much you want to hear our beautiful voices. So,
Y'all need Talos.
Good Lord.
our game today starts the morning of the 14th of Hearthfire. Our party has ventured into Blackreach to, well, first to see what the hell is going on down there. Later, they found that the Falmer had enslaved a number of people. They have rescued 10 people, brought them to the surface, freed them from the implements of their enslavement, and Lazalia and Eruian are returning just now with a carriage to take all of these poor, wretched souls into town.
Poor unfortunate soul.
I just want to say to our audience, Blackreach is like, if you ask what's going on in Blackreach, it's a solid pie graph of one color that just says some weird shit. Some weird shit's going on in Blackreach.
Not wrong.
Okay. So we also would have stopped in, I know that we didn't discuss it in the fireside chat, but we were planning on just informing the Jarl that, like, sup, this is something that is coming. So they're gonna need help. And then just sort of went like, and then left and got the carriage. With
Which
clothes.
Jarl?
Windhelm.
Nice. Ulfric is, he's a... Actually, I'm not going to go to Windhelm, because I'm technically wanted for desertion, sort of. Allegedly.
You also weren't going with them. It was just the two of them riding into town on Lauren's magic pony.
I didn't desert, per se. I just sort of stopped showing up and nobody looked for me.
Well, you had permission.
Sort of.
Unofficial permission.
Unofficial permission.
Okay, so
I didn't desert, I'm AWOL.
Same thing. Right?
MIA.
Yeah, that one.
So this one would get reward if we brought you in?
Yes.
Good thing this one likes this one. He's pretty to look at.
Also, we are saying none of this in front of the slaves. The ex-slaves.
Yes, well, the two of you are, at this point, returning with the carriage driver, who can't, obviously, make it up these steps with his horse.
No.
But he'll be somewhere down there near the river, you know. Oh,
Yeah.
we'll be just 1 second. Oh, yeah, no worries.
And then we're
Keep
just
the
gonna,
meter
like, whoosh, we're gonna, like, grab the bags of clothes. We also don't know how much we paid for clothes and for the carriage ride.
For all of this, we'll call it 50 altogether.
I got it. Okay.
And this one was going to give you all his gold to go do that. 50 gold for all that. Jesus.
Okay.
A bulk discount.
So, yeah, and it's not going to be the best clothing. It's just like, I need stuff.
Potato sacks.
So, come hying up the hill and just...
Yes?
Hello. We have clothing, everybody!
You just see a sword point out above Gislad's head of like, hello?
It's like it's like one of those 80s movies where one kid like sticks their head out,
Yeah.
the second kid sticks their head out, and then your sword comes out on
the sword. Who is it?
Yes, Sir Pointy, I have clothes for everybody. Clothes, shoes, and some woolies.
Wonderbar.
Some new knickers. Delightful.
They all sort of get up tentatively. It seems none of them really slept well. You know, a life like that, you get used to not sleeping well, always watching out for what might be coming next.
Probably nervous that somebody was gonna come and drag their asses back, right?
Absolutely. But they are thankful for the clothes. They suit up. It's all sort of mismatched, ill-fitting, especially with how gaunt a lot of these people are from their time down below.
And the shoes are purposefully a little bit big. With the one thing that I would have, like, splurged on is good socks.
Socks are a must.
So, like, a little bit fluffier, a little, not scritchy at all in material, if I could find anything, just floofy and...
Maybe a couple of pairs even per person so that to protect.
Yeah. So that they can have a looser fit shoe and still walk comfortably and have just a little bit of cushion of the sock so it's not super tight but can still walk.
Yeah, absolutely. You would have gotten probably some mammoth wool socks, which is softer than sheep's wool, less scritchy.
Nope, my brain not going there. My brain, what part of the animal did they use to make the sock? And I just picture the trunk just being...
Not the leather, wool. You shave it.
Yeah,
How do you think?
I know. I grew up on a farm. I know how this works, but my brain went to some weird spots.
And then you just said shave a mammoth, and now I'm thinking of a naked mammoth just
chill there.
just all tusks and...
Name my sex tape. Just all dust.
Okay. Right.
Give the lusty Argonian maid a run for its money.
This one's ready to go.
Yeah, I think I speak for everyone when we'd like to get as far away from this place as possible.
That is fair.
Get on the cot.
We are gonna have to just walk a little ways in the snow to where the cart is just down there, and we are all going to Windhelm, everybody. I repeat, that is Windhelm is our final destination, unless you wish to go somewhere else and we can send you there. But ding dong, the first stop is Windhelm.
And I think maybe, like, the horse is there, so if there's anybody that's particularly ruined and unable to walk at the moment, we could put them on the horse.
My horse would probably have been gone by now in over the last 8 hours.
I will carry
We
them.
haven't been gone that long. At all.
Well, you did have to wait for the shops to open to get clothes for all
Okay.
of them. So it's, the first thing after opening the next day, but it was an overnight trip.
I will carry them if necessary.
We left in the
morning.
Oh,
We got
yeah.
up early and left.
Yes, fewer than 8 hours. My mistake. I thought it was the evening that they'd left.
No.
In the morning. In the AM. Super early. Just lad sort of went like, oh, pony.
I love how that's...
That's the somatic, or that's the.
Well, it
verbal
must have
component.
been. It must have been how it was done because the pony looked like a normal pony,
Yeah, this one actually
Not
is
a-
normal for you.
not a
Oh.
slod pony.
Oh, I see how this one understands.
So-
So you're gonna see most just slod pony yet.
This is all really interesting, but
Get in the cart.
thank you. Yeah. I'm just gonna go.
Yep.
Thank you.
The horse will take 2 people, and I'll sort of like run up and down along the conga line to just sort of like if anybody looks like they're slipping or whatever, just sort
I'll
of
just
offer a
carry them
hand.
under my arm like it's a sack of potatoes.
None of them take you up on the horse. They all just sort of trudge along awkwardly down the steps towards the river here.
Careful, it's slippery.
I think there's a crossing over there.
Oh, do we have to get to the other side of the river?
Yeah, because the bridge into town is on that side. I don't think there's an entrance to town on this side. We'll go ahead and say that ice bridge is a little bit more fully formed at this point in time, and that's how you crossed.
Okay.
So they all, tentatively make their way across the river to the waiting wagon there.
I thought the road was on the south side.
It is, you're on the north. Oh, we are on the south side. My mistake, you don't need to cross at all.
Delightful.
Wait, come back!
I thought we were on the north. Very good. So the carriage driver is ready and waiting. They all climb in, and he brought a few furs to kind of throw over top of them. Happy customers and all that. So back to Windhelm.
Yes, please. The Jarl is expecting us.
Does this one need to make another horse, or we still got a couple hours left?
We probably would still have a couple hours left, depending on what GM says.
Yeah, absolutely.
Alright, then this one's just gonna crawl into the cart, just kind of sit next behind his horse and just go, yeah.
Oh, the cart is not that horse.
It's a hired carriage driver.
They have their own horse.
So you could ride your horse.
You do that, and then you look confused as to why the horse isn't moving.
Yeah,
And then you look to the side and see the horse that you made. Look back.
See, that's why this one makes special horses, so this one does not get confused. And this one goes to his horse.
You said yeah, and it starts moving off by itself.
Come back here, come on!
It turns back around a little bit sassily and saunters back down the hill. Click, clop, click, clop.
This
I
one
can
will
see
make
it,
you
like,
into glue.
prancing, like.
Yep.
I'm gonna ride on the back of the thing. Like I wonder if there's like a step or something that I can stand on, like I'm a tanker in World War II, and just like kind of hang on the side of it.
Nothing like that on the sides. There is in the middle, but then there's nothing for you to grab onto.
Yeah, that's a problem.
And I thought you wanted to be a little inconspicuous.
So, like, being on the horse by yourself is probably a good idea.
Just slide up.
Ah! What? That's when this one's horse.
I'm required to be inconspicuous.
Ah, okay.
This one's horse?
Yeah, tongue twister. Alright, no, that's fine. And as soon as you step on the horse, it shifts, and now it's walking ass first forward.
Whatever, as long as it gets me here.
This one's insulted.
It flicks him with the tail.
Stop it!
The hair goes up your nose a little bit with each flick, a little bit in your mouth as you're like, stop, still.
Just grab it. Just grab it. Just grab it.
Oh, I don't think you want to do that.
Thrown off the horse.
This one will be nice.
And you're rolling another character.
Windhelm is in the other direction.
Depending on whose
Yes.
horse is facing which
I
way.
got mixed up.
Okay. I got you.
Been a bit discombobulated till now.
Yep. A night in the cold will do that to you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that is this one's horse.
Kitty.
That's a wolf.
In his
Oh, is it?
defense, his first language is to
Talking about that.
No, I
Oh.
mean the reason
The reason.
the reason he said this one's that horse is because
That one's this one's horse.
what he said is because he speaks the Telangling.
This one's not echoed correct. This one's just gonna enjoying this.
Telangling.
Ding, 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 ding.
Just thought, what is your native tongue?
Oh, this one's enjoying this too much to enjoy.
Angling.
But he can't hear me.
Agra.
Yeah, that.
Oh, you ruined this one's fun.
Tangra.
And for the record, though it is possible this one does not use singular pronouns, and it's seen as kind of taboo.
Fair enough.
Like-
Taboo, why?
Like pooping in the confessional.
No,
Excuse
more
me?
like if this. Let's say you were in a situation that you had to put emphasis on, in which swearing would not fix.
So shouting,
More.
threatening,
More.
grabbing someone by the face and yelling at them.
Close.
Okay, I'm
So
on board.
using a specific pronoun is like that?
Let's say, for hypothetical speaking,
Uh-huh.
you killed my sister.
Okay.
I would murder you.
Okay.
And you see like a death glare from
Mm-hmm.
Gislad. Understand?
Yep.
Alright, this one's going back to
Lydia says,
But I still don't understand the pronoun
Don't question the
problem.
grammar.
No, it's as from what I'm understanding it seems like it's more of an emphasis thing.
Mm-hmm.
I will murder you.
Uh,
Versus this one is frustrated with being
this one's
called
gonna
kitty
kill
man.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lydia says, so it's like when your mom uses your middle name?
That is. Yep.
Good.
This one's getting
Run
flashbacks.
when your mom uses your middle name.
Mom never used our middle names. We never had middle names. She just used the wooden spoon.
That's concerning.
It's really fun is when you get your mom gets so frustrated that one day she breaks the wooden spoon over someone's bottom. Then all she has to do is just go to that drawer and rattle it around, and then we start behaving better.
See, Freya was the one who always got in trouble. She was also the older one, so... to be fair, she was always the mastermind behind all the...
I'm sure. 100%.
She's not talking about me, by the way.
This one is not convinced.
She's...
It was my uncle who had that happen to him.
You know, everyone was afraid of my father, of Osmond, but no, my mother was the one near them.
This one's not
Usually
surprised.
they have to be.
She staked the vampire herself.
It's because of the burden. The burden of rearing children falls to the woman.
I don't know. Dad helped. He just
Okay, we're at town. Let's stop bickering and get these.
Who's bickering?
This one's enjoying the bicker.
I'm gonna.
Wicker
okay.
bicker.
Is the cart gonna stay here? Do we walk the rest of the way ourselves?
We don't take the cart on the bridge. This is a footbridge.
Okay, perfect. Everyone who wants to go to Windhelm, I repeat, Windhelm.
I sort of try to like artistically like jump forward off the saddle because I'm facing the wrong way.
As you do, the horse kind of rears up and you just like slide off awkwardly.
I meant to do that.
You're lucky that's all this one decided to do.
To buy my own horse with blackjack and hookers.
I'm gonna tell the people that we've rescued, like, if there's another place that you want to go, I will pay to get you
Yes, of course.
there. If
This
Windhelm
just-
is not where you want to be.
They got Talos in here. Good time.
But maybe their family is somewhere else.
that,
We
and
wanna
not
get them to
everybody
where
that
their
we
family is.
rescued were Nord.
Other
There's
people
that
worship
too.
Talos too.
Yeah, but this place is a Nordy place.
The general consensus among the people that you've rescued is that they were adventuring because they didn't have family.
Okay.
Or those that did adventured with their family and they did not survive the process.
Okay.
In that case, everyone, let's get you into the walls where the wind won't be so cold.
And we'll take you up to see the Jarl.
And Sigmund is going to put this hood up.
You could just stay with the horse.
Sigmund will stay with the horse.
Sigmund likes announcing his thoughts in the third person.
Getting Wrath vibes.
Yeah.
And if you don't like it,
Oh. You either break your legs or
Should
something
we?
else.
Should we? Yeah, we'll bring everybody into the Jarl.
Yeah, the
They should
Jarl
really
can
fix these
feed them
steps.
and
It's a tripping hazard.
whatnot.
If he is inclined to do so. Don't know that he would be.
Well, if he's not, I'll take him to the inn and feed him.
so as you approach, you find your Ulfric Stormcloak sitting on his throne. He has his steward to his left and his general to his right.
Stuck in the melody.
So, these are the slaves you have rescued from down below the surface of the earth.
Yes,
Yes.
it is.
What can you tell me of your time down there? And they sort of like murmur among themselves like, it was bad. We were slaves. They beat us and starved us and ruined our feet. And do you have anywhere to go? Any family? Any allegiance? And sort of, murmurings and trying not to make eye contact. Well, as I'm sure you all will understand, Windhelm, we are at war. The Stormcloaks are trying to preserve the true heritage of Skyrim, our culture, our way of life. In times of war, there is little excess funds for charity, but I would be happy to induct all of you into the Stormcloaks. You will be fed, clothed, trained, and be part of something greater than anything ever before. And when the war is won, you will all have homes What say you?
Just letting you all know that if this does not sound agreeable to you, we can cover a few nights' stay at the inn and then give you an amount of gold if that is not something that you wish to do.
My concern is that they may not be capable with the condition of their feet to become fighters.
We have men of magic. Whatever ails you, we can correct. But I will not have transients in my city in this time of war. You must join, or you must leave. And they all kind of... They discuss amongst themselves. There's some minor outrage, but for the most part, they don't have anything to look forward to elsewhere.
We can take you elsewhere. If you do not want to be in service, again, to a master not of your control, again, then we can take you elsewhere. We don't have to leave you here. We can take you somewhere else.
One person stands and sort of steps back to join you, but the other 9 just sort of nod slowly at Ulfric. And he says, "Good. Follow Galmar here. He will get you cleaned up, sized up for uniforms, and a good belly full of food." And those 9 follow him away. You're left with just the one who says, "I was really never much of a fighter. I was more of the cook and navigator for the adventuring party. If you could help me find a farm to work on, or an inn to
We've
work."
made a few friends over our course of walking through these lands. I'm sure that we can help find you a place to stay. I will look at Ulfric and just say, I have one request, and that is to talk to whoever is going to be in charge of their medical treatment, to know them, so that I can inform them, because the pair of us have been doing medicine on them, to inform them of their condition, to pass along what we have noticed.
Okay. Yes. You will speak to Wunferth the Unliving. You will find him studying somewhere around here. I can never pin him down myself.
I'm gonna look to the steward. Would you happen to know where this unliving person is?
His, sorry, which one? The steward or the general? The general has left, so you're speaking to the steward?
I'm speaking to the steward.
Yeah, his room, his laboratory is up on the 2nd floor at the end of the hall. Go back towards the entrance, take a right, you should find him. Just follow whatever smells funny.
Fair enough. Thank you very much.
And honestly, these people are going to need more than one belly full of food to get them right.
Yes. To have them be of any use.
Well, that will be for us to decide. So following his direction.
We're here on y'all business.
Just gotta figure out which room
Just
exactly.
start kicking doors in. Boom! Y'all are business!
Yarl business, Yarl business.
Whatever you've heard I can do is probably true.
Hello, we are 2 people who've been traveling around, and we brought in a few refugees from the Falmer underground, and 9 of them have decided to stay and join the cause. So we just want to discuss with you their prognosis and what we have done so far to treat.
Current condition.
Well, what seems to be the problem with them?
So much. Their feet are an absolute mess. They're malnourished. There was disease in a few of them, but we have a cleric.
No, you don't.
We have a cleric friend who managed to get at least some of them disease free. We've fed them. There's going to be trauma response, which is going to need to be dealt with. Probably not a good idea to force them to be underground anytime soon.
Well, our enemies have not of yet been building underground fortresses, so that shouldn't be a problem. What did you say is wrong with their feet?
Their feet were encased in this chitin-like substance. Their feet were scarred and, made raw, put into this chitinous substance so that their feet would fuse to it. We managed to get that chitin off and heal them up, but their feet are still damaged.
Ruined.
I'll prepare a salve, but after their marching training, they'll have calluses to replace the scars.
Please do this voice all the time.
You'll have to come back and visit me.
It's not exactly what we had in mind.
No, I was hoping for a better life for these people than a march. Anyways.
Hermy sucks.
We'll leave you to it then.
Yes.
Get one out.
Very well.
And he hasn't turned around from his table there. He just, go on then.
Wow.
Should you be writing any of this down?
I feel like kicking him in the ass, actually.
I feel like a nice cold breath would be
Titillating.
official in this place.
I don't think they lack for cold breath in here.
So we'll need to take that one person with us?
Yes, the one cook with us.
This one will show him a few things.
What if he becomes our personal chef?
This one already does that.
We
Yeah,
don't.
but you can have an assistant.
We don't need a personal chef.
This one already has an assistant.
A sous chef, then. I don't know.
This one already has a sous chef. Literally helps you through dungeons.
We want him to be safe and in a comfortable location. We don't want to be trekking him around having to face dragons.
This one agrees.
Yeah, I don't want to face dragons.
You sure you don't
Are
want
you
to cook
sure?
one?
I'm sure.
Okay then, settled. Where do you want to go? Do you prefer northern cold, or do you want to go a bit more south where it's a bit warmer?
It's all the same, really. I just
No, it is not.
We'll go.
You do
we'll
not want to go to
south.
the place with the stone beds.
Okay, yeah. No, I've had enough of that. But an inn or a farm, anything
I think
like that?
River Run. It's farther. Is it River Run? The first place that we visited.
Riverwood.
Wood. It's,
And we've got friends there.
we have friends. Somebody who works
Delphine?
at an inn. We also have friends who own, who are in the area and
Own chickens.
own chickens.
Yes, your
So-
father really liked the chickens there.
We had to pet chickens when I was a boy.
So we'll take you to River Run. It's a smaller, sort of out of the way, nice, calm place.
I like the sound of that.
And I think there's people there that will look after you instead of making you march and...
Yeah, that sounds much better.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we need to head off to Riverwood.
Throughout the entire time that we've been here, as soon as we enter the gates, I go from nee nee nee, a little like more relaxed to ramrod spine and just straight.
Mm-hmm.
Walking with purpose like I own the place because I refuse to be talked down to again in this whole...
This one agrees.
So, if we find a dragon along our path, just find a place to hide.
That isn't on the cart, under the cart, or in the direction that we are.
I thought you were joking. Dragons aren't real.
I pull out a dragon claw.
They are.
That's a funny rock.
We've fought a number of them.
Sure. Okay.
Well,
Should we maybe just put like a note on him, addressing him to Riverwood and letting him go so that he doesn't get...
I mean, there are dragons just flying around. It would be better for him to be protected by us.
And I'm still on horseback. Well, were you successful? I noticed you have less of them than when you started.
Is this one of...
I would not consider that our mission here successful.
Neither would I.
Well, what happened?
They've been conscripted. Instead of given a chance to heal, they will be forced to march and fight for Skyrim.
I didn't know the Stormcloaks were conscripting now. I was getting desperate.
They're not allowed to be here without being part of the Skyrim.
That is true, but I hate to say it. We gave them as much opportunity to come with us as possible.
Mm-hmm.
And this one individual, welcome. We will take you. The other 9, they made their decision.
Yep. I would like to get him there just to make sure that if there are any, like...
Where's there?
Oh, we're going to Riverwood.
Yeah. This one suggests we go to Riverwood, talk to Delphine. This one suggests we haven't stopped in a while.
Is it Delphine in Riverwood? I thought it was the other lady.
No, it's Delphine, the one that owes us.
That irritating woman that upset my father?
That was on the...
Okay, you have
By
to narrow
the-
it down, because anything with a vagina upsets your father.
Not everyone.
The mill. The mill.
Yes.
The wood mill.
Yes, there's the wood mill
That
there.
was Delphine that we talked to?
The blonde one.
The
The
That
one
owns
that
the inn?
Yes,
Yes,
she owns the inn.
She
there.
owns the inn. She has that special sort of like...
Downstairs room?
I didn't think
bet
that
she was a scuba diver at one
Delphine
point.
that I am thinking of.
It is.
The sister.
Not the sister. Just
But-
Delphine.
You're thinking of...
The sister lives in the same area as the person that we walked out of Heimdall with, but
Heimdall.
I don't know what the hell its name is. The one that burned down because of that we escaped
yeah.
from.
Helgen.
Yeah.
Helgen. It's the same. It's the sister lives there too. They're just 2 separate blonde people.
But it was the sister that I was thinking of, not Delphine.
Yes.
What he's saying, well, no, it's not the same.
Yes.
No. I'm confused about... We've met so many damn people. Shut up, you.
I would talk with the sister first, and if that doesn't work, then talk with Delphine. If that doesn't work, Whiterun, and pulling out our Lydia, what are we again?
Thanes.
Thanes. Pull out our Thane status.
While they're having this whole conversation, this one actually is going to go to the hireling cart and like, hey, how much for a ride for 6 people to Riverwood?
50 gold.
I think
Discount.
Oh,
I think
damn,
what we
I was-
should do is buy our house in Whiterun and have him stay there in our house.
And what is he going
If-
to do in that house? Be the butler?
No,
Well-
he's gonna just make meals for himself and whatever. I'll give him money to survive on while we're playing around in this stupid Skyrim world.
We could use someone to watch the house. Actually, before we do that, hey, this one has a question for you.
Yes.
Would it be worth it to look after a house for us? You'll be compensated.
I suppose, would it be somewhere safe?
Whiterun.
Above ground?
Yes. There's not even a basement for this place.
Okay.
Do we don't know there isn't a basement.
This one is lying through his teeth. This one has no idea, but this one's going to lie about that.
Typically, Whiterun doesn't have basements. It's built on the mound.
Bedrock. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Lydia, this place doesn't have any basements, does it?
And if that doesn't, like, we can try other places. We can try the smaller town, the Riverwood, first. If that doesn't work, we can sort something out. We just want to make sure that you're comfortable because we don't like what has happened to you. And we don't want you to suffer.
Yeah, I think I'd like that.
Which would you like?
I think I could run a house. I'd like to
plant a garden
Mm-hmm.
and things like that.
Whiterun it is then.
I was thinking about the other people you rescued, and you seem unhappy with them joining the Stormcloaks. But you should know that we were made to feel powerless down there. And so I can understand the appeal of becoming powerful themselves and joining something powerful so that it can't happen to them again.
Nothing's
I
as
can appreciate that, but the way that it was done, you do it or you leave. There is nothing for you here unless you join, is what I have a problem with.
Yeah, maybe, but even if it weren't that way, I think they still would have joined.
Who else would take them in? What are the Jarl? All the cities are strapped for cash, for crops.
I mean, look at me. And he pulls up his sleeve and his arm is, this big around, there's nothing to us. Nobody wants a farmer like this.
We do. Let's go get a house so that you can...
Be out
So
by-
to Whiterun then?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. This one gives the cartman stop and Whiterun for us.
Oh, Whiterun's 20 gold.
Okay, I'll give you the 50 and you drop us in Whiterun, stay there for 5 minutes while we do about an hour shopping, then take the rest of the way to Riverwood.
Yeah, sure. Climb in back and we'll be off.
So this one pays the 50 gold so we can go to Riverwood right afterward.
What did you say your name was?
Yes, sorry.
My name, oh my, I haven't even heard it in so long. But
Well, I Google it on name generator.
my name is Igvald.
Oh.
Igvald?
Igvald.
Yigvald. Yigvald, how are you with socks?
I like to wear them.
How are you with cleaning them and or donning them?
We're not.
I would say competent.
Excellent.
He's not our slave.
No, but he's going to be running the house, and he can do the laundry, and
All right. So when we get to town,
I just like my socks done a particular way.
because I'm
Do
not
them
exactly
yourself.
sure how the economy works in Pathfinder 2nd Edition.
Silver.
I know silver, but I'm trying to think of, a daily income is the equivalent of a silver a day, which is
I
a
think
gold
it's
piece
fi-
for us a day.
I think it's 5 silver.
For this world, we'll say that the average income a day is roughly 10 gold pieces, just based on the cost of a meal at the pub kind of thing.
Okay, well then this one.
That's on the lower end, but
Yeah.
peasants,
Yeah, so this one will look at it all right. So this one has an offer for you.
Okay.
Now, generally speaking, 10 gold a day is kind of just above, just a bit above poverty, right?
Okay.
This one will offer our place for you to stay, and as compensation, 10 gold a day. That 10 gold is purely for whatever you want. This one just merely asks you keep the house relatively well.
No
You
parties.
can hunt, you can garden, you can...
I am not leaving these walls. I
That
can
is
tell you
fair.
that. I like how tall these walls are. I like how many people are here. I'm staying in here.
No
Also-
parties.
Okay, so we need to go and buy the house.
No loose women.
Well, this
You can have loose women if you want, or men. Doesn't matter. We don't care. By the way, my name is Adrian. Nice to meet you. This is Jaslad. This is Lasagna. And this is, Siggy.
Ziggy Stardust,
So we haven't...
Sigmund.
Sigmund, penitent of Talos.
It's nice
Alright.
to meet all of you. You said you're Thanes here in Whiterun.
They're
Yes.
Thanes.
That is pretty impressive.
The three of us are things.
The three of you are Thanes. Okay. And you're not?
I am a
Yes.
godly
No.
man.
And he points to Lydia. And you're not? He says, no, I'm the housecarl. I serve the Thanes. Oh, so we'll be co-workers, I guess.
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah.
Lydia,
And
And by
Swanee.
serve, we don't. She doesn't really mean that she serves us. She helps
Speaking of
us
which,
do things.
Lydia,
Yes.
you are due for a break.
I don't know if I agree with that.
Too bad. So this one's gonna offer you. You can stay in town here.
You realize she's not going to accept.
I
the
know,
offer.
but this one's gonna try. This one's
She's
trying.
trying.
So, Lydia, hear me out. Please.
Nope.
Please. Just let this one, lad, talk.
I'm listening.
We have to go to Riverwood, and we have to come back through this way. That will take us merely an afternoon or a day. This one would like for you to spend a day without armor and a sword on to do whatever you want in town.
Like go for a massage, a mani-pedi.
See your family.
I don't like the thought of leaving you unprotected.
This one is perfectly fine.
I'm with them. I'm capable of protecting them.
Sorry, was that loud?
This one's a bit harder than you, this one would think.
A chainmail is made stronger for each ring.
I know the analogy. God, you sound like my father.
And this one understands. However, if you don't maintenance your chainmail, it rusts and falls apart. Go get oiled.
Perhaps
That
we should all
sounds-
take a rest together.
Oh, this one agrees. However, this one would like to get to Riverwood and back before that happens, and this one would highly suggest you take the afternoon.
He wants you to be pre-oiled, if you will.
That is not what this one's saying. Unless, no.
Are you sure?
This one has...
There's no
No.
requirement for service.
We don't oil up the employees.
the cook guy is just like...
Oh my god.
What have I gotten myself into?
Alright, well, first things first. This one's gonna go to town, start grabbing stuff for the house. You guys want to go get the deed?
We don't even know. Don't buy stuff for the house because we don't know if we've got it.
Fine, let's go. Let's go talk to... Alright,
Who do we got to threaten for this house?
before we go...
Excuse me, do not threaten here.
Before we go up to see the Thane, I mean, not the Jarl, this one will hand 50 gold to Lydia and to our new friend. And you two, go to the pub, get as much as you want.
Wait for us there.
Igvolt. Igvolt?
Yes.
My suggestion as your medical practitioner at this particular point in time, because you have been starved for so long, is not to do anything
Wow.
super rich and pace yourself, which is, I understand that's going to be very difficult, but unless you want to see your meal again, I would suggest pacing yourself.
Simple foods, not too much at a time.
As a fellow free man, this one suggests don't listen to that. Gouge until you vomit.
No. What you need to do is eat a little bit, take a break, worship Talos, come back. Have some
You
more
don't
food.
Why
have
do you
to worry
sound
about
Boston like
Talos.
Why do you sound like a Boston accent all the time?
Okay.
Alright, this one, just let's go. Let's go.
I will watch him, and if he takes it too far, every Nord in Skyrim knows the recovery position.
Okay.
So I will make sure that he doesn't
She's
choke
not
on his
wrong.
own vomit.
Good.
Alright, pitter patter, let's get at her.
Wow, that was like
Dunk, 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 dunk.
hurting.
Here's some more of it.
Hello, Talos.
Did you just yell at the
Just
crazy
like
priest
the-
who yells?
No, that's Heimskir. He's an accessory.
So are you supposed
To
to
murder?
be hiding now too?
No, not per se, because nobody here knows me because they're not aligned with the Stormcloak, so they wouldn't know that.
This one knows
We
to
say-
go to...
What? We don't know.
No.
None of us know that. Okay, Lauren, you know that there is
No,
a
this
house in game.
No, this one would assume you don't talk to the actual Jarl, but their assistant about a house. This one does not see the normal squirrely guy who's here.
The steward.
Yes.
Where
The steward
I
level.
forget her name. Indril,
Would-
Irileth. I knew it started with an I.
That's about all you got.
As we walk up. Irleth, which way is the steward?
I don't know. He's always running about and flitting about on this and that. Most important business. Very.
Sounds like a
Wait.
steward.
Do you still have? Is Preventus still the steward?
Yes.
He hasn't gotten fired. Oh my god, that's impressive.
Let's go find
You know
him.
he was the steward when I was a boy. Still haven't fired him.
This would assume he's probably somewhere in the kitchens.
Kids. I think he's more likely up
Up top.
here.
You know what? At least he stopped with the glug 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 glug.
What time is it?
How do you know?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he's what time? Well, what time is it?
Maybe we should go to the pub to look for him.
Odd
Come
if
on,
he's not
Preventus.
standing.
Is he dead?
Hold on.
is summoned to you.
Let's figure out where he is.
Could he be in with the
Usually he's standing
magician?
right in front, but this one thinks he might actually be in the kitchen.
Could be. We'll check. He doesn't really like the magician.
Oh, this one was wrong.
Okay.
What about on that side?
Just hold on.
Hold
Hold
on.
How did I know that's what you're gonna do?
Hold on.
What?
I love you, but you have like specific verbal tics.
So I have found a new one. There was a TikTok that Daniel and I saw, and it was of the shark doing the weirdest thing. It was swimming on the surface with its belly to the surface, just going ang, 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 ang. So now it's ang, 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 ang.
He was living his
It's
best
a
life.
great white shark, just upside down, like,
Living his best life.
yes.
Maybe he was stuck.
He got flipped around.
Maybe he had to poop. And that was like, pooping position. I don't know, shark. Do sharks poop? I presume.
Everything poops.
I love how you said
Something goes in, something
like-
has to come out.
You had said it with such like vigor and also confusion. Sharks. Oop.
Right?
I presume.
I think.
I made a little tiny baby fish with the little squiggly poops. Poop. Then the
That's-
sharks
that's a
just
small
much,
fish.
just much larger.
And then the sharks come along and eat the little fish with the squiggly poop.
I believe that's an alligator. Wait, what's an alligator? I don't know that. I've never seen an alligator.
Isn't that what they do on Baby Shark?
You find Proventus Evanici.
The hell were you, man?
He's leaving the kitchens and returning to the Jarl's side. I serve Jarl Bargriff as steward.
Yes, we know.
So, how much do each of us want to put down then for this house?
978 gold.
That's all you. That's all you
Do you
have.
have a house? Do you have a house for sale here in Whiterun?
We
Yes.
were told that there would be a house for us.
Were
Yes, of
Yes.
course. The
Okay.
property is still available at the humble cost of 5,000 gold septims.
I have 25,000 that I am, or 250. No,
2,000.
2,500. 2,500 is how much I can put down.
This one can put down his share. I have 2,003. I tell you what, this one will put 2,000 in because this one doesn't really need much gold right now.
That means we need 500.
But you don't want to put all of yours in.
I would still have 300, like 400 left
But
over.
if you do two, I do one, because I have to try and find arrows.
It's okay.
Or Sigmund, do you want a house here?
Yes, I put 500.
This one appreciates that.
This property is available for the Thanes of Whiterun only.
Yes, exactly. And this one takes the 500 gold from Sigmund and goes, there, from a Thane. The money has been touched. Oh, glorious by a Thane.
No, it must be understood that his name will not be on the deed.
But wouldn't, technically speaking, if my father was a Thane and then he died, I inherit his property, so if they buy it in the name of my father who is deceased, then I am the inheritor of his property?
He's not dead. He's just at the pub.
Who is your father?
Osmond Wintergale.
He's just down at the pub. This is his son.
I have heard news of.
Okay,
Osmond's
yeah,
death.
we just want to get in the house as a... I just kind of pull him aside. Okay, be honest, buddy. This is like material, like, therapy for him. He lost a father. We need to buy him a nice house so that he doesn't cry. So can you just put his name down on? Please, thank you.
Would you be interested in being knighted as a housecarl for these things?
Yes, I could do with that.
There you go.
Very well.
Can the house caller have his name on the deed?
No.
No.
They-
This one wants a house Carl name on the deed.
The housecarl serves at the pleasure of the Thane. They do not hold any material wealth. However, the home may be used as a mailing address for the housecarl.
Can
And
this
then-
one have the house Carl's names on the deed?
The thing with the property that is given to a Thane is that it is held in the Thane's name, and when the Thane ceases to serve Whiterun by death or other means, the property is reclaimed for the next Thane.
Okay, so for 5,000 we are
However-
renting until we die.
Yes, in a manner of speaking.
That's kind of shitty.
It's a leasehold property. There's freeholds and there's leaseholds.
Honestly, that just seems like a really predatory practice against people.
Because think about it, the actual cost of the house is probably a lot more than 5,000. Because think about it, you have a night's stay in an inn. A night's stay in an inn is 10 gold pieces. So 500 nights in an inn would be 5,000 gold. That's only a room.
But that's food and bedding.
No.
and
That's only the room.
I love how we're having a deep.
That's only the room. So if you live.
If I may interject, I understand your trepidation about the fee. However, this money is not just to give Jarl Balgruf another piece of gold to look at in his chambers. This money specifically goes to the recruitment and training of housecarls for Thanes, equipping them and other means of protecting the city in which the Thanes live. It is understood that Thanes are generally people of means, and if they perhaps come from lesser means, their means become greater when they become Thanes. With the name, with the title comes great respect and more numerous deals.
All right, fair enough. Well, tell you what.
Does he have to stay
Put
here
down
and be
500.
trained?
If you are already taking care of him and he is
He suits our
protecting
needs.
you, he may be an honorary housecarl without the required training.
There you go. So you put down 500. This one will then put 15. You still want to put the 2, or do you want to split that?
What's the 250?
You want to put 250?
Yeah, 25.
100.
2,500.
And you only have to put 1,000.
1,500,2,500 makes 4. 500.
Oh yeah, no. Why are you putting so much? Just put 2,000 down.
500. It's fine. It's okay.
No, just put 2,000. It will be fine. 1,000, 50, 150. So 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. Trust me.
No, I have already minus 2,500 from my thing. Y'all figure out how much you owe.
All right.
Each of
500,
you.
500.
Okay, fine.
Now, you even...
No, wait, no. It would be less than that. We
on.
literally
We'll
made...
figure out the math later.
We
What?
lit...
Are you putting
Wait,
in 2,000?
This one is putting 1,500 now if he gives me 500.
Okay.
Okay, then I'm putting in 500. Because 25, 3,
Yeah.
4
Yeah.
and a half, 5.
Yeah.
Holy dynamite, that was...
Yeah, no, that's...
478 gold pieces left.
Yeah, and then,
God.
And then, yes.
Yeah. All right.
500, 500.
He takes the money and the hefty sack that it is and just holds it at his side. He's a lot stronger than he appears when holding a bag of gold.
The damn bureaucrats.
And then he points to Sigmund and he says, even an honorary housecarl must be sworn in to his duty. If you would come join me, I believe the Jarl has some time this afternoon.
Most certainly. Should I change, get dressed in something more formal?
As you are is fine. Your armor is how you will serve the Thanes, and that will suffice.
Well, if we're going to spend...
We'd like to decorate our house.
There are many ways to improve your home, provided you have the coin. And of course, don't forget to consult your home decorating guide for descriptions of the decorations you can buy. Now, what would you like to purchase? You've got alchemy laboratory, bedroom furnishings, loft decorations, dining room decorations, living room furnishings, kitchen furnishings, and children's bedroom.
We should probably furnish the bedroom, the kitchen, and the living room.
This one's a little strapped for the money at the moment.
I can cover. So we're doing the kitchen, the
kitchen.
living room, and bedroom.
So 550 and
8. It would be a total of 850. Can you manage?
Oh yeah.
Well, there you go. We all put some bit more money in. Because this one wanted to keep some coin to pay for our individual staying to look after the house.
We don't have to do individual stays anywhere.
He's talking about Igvald.
Our friend would like to pay him so he has an income.
Oh.
This one was planning on paying in advance, so he doesn't think we just disappeared, and he has literally no money to buy food while we're gone.
Well, no, I was thinking that you were meaning that we would stay in a
No.
in an inn when we just bought a house.
No.
so I was
This one
totally
needed money to
confused.
pay for our friend while we're gone.
Ah,
Anyway, so if we're gonna stay here for the afternoon, then while you get this one's got shit to do then.
Okay, unless you don't want to be personally there. If I understand.
No, this one will be there for him this afternoon.
God.
No, Sigmund, I will be there, but this one does not need to help do your hair. Do you need this one to do your hair?
No, I can.
I think you
Really
should
I
just
start
put him in a dress.
Prestidigitationing his hair just to and I just make it look like yours.
When
Very well.
he just sort
Curl
of
up front.
raises his hands again, he said, when I said this afternoon, I meant now, the afternoon that we are in right now, if you come to see the
Oh,
Jarl
well then,
Sorry.
bye.
swearing in.
It's been a day and time is a construct.
Well then, yes, this one will be here for your initiation.
And he approaches Jarl Balgruf the Greater, and he says, Honorable Jarl, we have a situation that requires your attention. This fellow here, Sigmund, is that, what I heard, is the son of Osmond Wintergale, former Thane of Whiterun. He wishes to pledge himself as Housecarl to the 3 remaining Thanes. I understand he has not undergone the training, but if he wishes to serve them and they wish him to serve them, we may as well get on with the ceremony and make it official. What say you? Why, yes, of course. I think that would make good sense. Your father was an honorable man, and I trust that you will serve these things with honor as he did and as Lydia does. Preventus, go and fetch an arm ring. Sorry. Yes, of course. And he runs up the stairs and he says, I was sorry to hear about the loss of your father. He fought honorably to the end, and he was at least partly responsible for saving my city from a dragon attack.
Your condolences bring me great honor, my Jarl.
He nods his head to you, and then Preventus comes back down the stairs with a silver torque.
Oh, nice.
And he sort of nods his head and hands it to the Jarl. The Jarl stands and says, Now, son, is where you kneel before your Jarl.
Meals.
While that's going on, this one, like a proud parent at a graduation, is taking pictures by pulling out his book and just sketching frantically.
Courtroom sketches of
Yeah.
the whole situation.
Yeah. You can make this one roll for it if you want to see how pretty they are.
Sigmund Wintergale, son of Osmond Wintergale, son of Skyrim. Do you pledge to honor, protect, and serve Skyrim and her people?
I do.
Do you pledge to honor, protect, and serve the city of Windhelm, its hold, and the people within it?
I do.
Do you pledge to protect, honor, and serve the Thanes of Whiterun as though they were your own family to protect?
With my life, if necessary.
Then, by the power vested in me by the 9 divines, you take this silver torque, you wear it with you everywhere you go, and you let its weight remind you of the pledges you have made here today. Go now, Sigmund Wintergale, Housecarl of the Thanes of Whiterun.
Thank you, my Jarl. He bows and does the formal, leaving.
He nods, kind of pats you on the shoulder, and then he goes back to slouching
Awkwardly in the throne. Just chilling.
When you come down, Gislad has like a perfect little sketch done and just hands it to you. So we'll commemorate the day.
I will have it framed. And he stuffs it in
Put
his
it in the house.
Puts it in his coat.
Preventus raises a hand. He says, there have been some folks here asking about you. They wear strange robes and masks. I didn't much like the look of them. But they'll be waiting for you in the Bannered Mare.
That sounds...
Waiting for whom exactly?
All of us?
The Thanes of Whiterun.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
What sort of masks?
They appeared to be white, wooden, hand-carved, pointy.
I know what they are.
I am suspicious.
As Alicia knows what this is.
I am suspicious. Did they mention us or the Thanes by name, or did they merely remark their titles?
They were less interested in you as Thanes. They said they wished to speak to the Dragonborn immediately.
Oh.
I am suspicious, but thank you, Preventus. We will approach the situation cautiously.
We will.
All right. Well, this one has much else to do today. Shall we?
Tour the new home.
Yes.
Yes, it would be nice to get our new friend situated.
It's too bad we can't have a friend.
Have a friend.
We can't have a friend.
A real one in here.
Oh, you can get followers.
Oh,
You can like hire them.
They'll stay in your house?
Oh.
You can get a child, and the child will stay in your house.
You can also get married,
Yep.
and they will stay in your house.
You get lots of people stay in the house.
Oh, that's not the right one.
I think it's that. Yes, that
This
one.
one.
Been a while.
Been a while.
How delightful.
Welcome home.
This looks cozy.
We came here, Lydia and Igvald are at the pub.
Yes. But you step in, and the furnishings you purchased have been provided. It appears they've even started the fire for you.
That's a firehouse.
Warming
That
things
is
up.
a very large fire.
It's nice and warm in here.
Yeah, it's a humble home. Still could use some work.
Mm-hmm.
And going up the stairs, you find a nice bedroom with a double bed.
We will require more sleeping spaces.
Well, there's space downstairs for now that we can bunk in on the floor.
What is that room there?
Another
Oh.
bed.
Lydia says, "You are not the first Thanes I have served, and this is not my first time in this place. This is where I live. This room is mine. I have a key to this place as
Lydia,
well."
what are you doing here?
Oh.
Good to see you, though. Lydia, welcome home.
Just remember what I said and think of it when Lydia comes to the house.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
let's go find our friends at the pub. Tell them to come home. We'll deal with the pointy mask people after we deal with home.
Yep. Or, what I will do, is say, you guys stay here, there's somebody looking for something, I will transform into one of the people that Lydia has seen me be previously, who isn't any of us. So, like, my go-to Nord woman. And
Is the
I
other?
will...
Please no.
And I will go and approach Lydia and say, the accommodations have been made. Instead of all of us going there and potentially setting something off in a public place with
Wait, and
a
they
frail
don't-
person.
I'm not the Dragonborn. I can come with you.
Yeah.
I am your house call after all. I serve you, Lady Eruvian.
Or you could just go by yourself, because they would know you, but the pointy people wouldn't necessarily. And we can stay here and welcome them.
That could do.
And then I can keep my shape-shifting ability for later use.
Let's
Absolutely.
make a cake for them.
All right, I will attend the Bannered Mare
Very good. Alone.
alone.
Was the Bannered Mare where they said that they pointy
We
people
told
were?
them to go here.
So,
Is that a pointy people?
you may begin your conversation with Lydia while I attempt to spawn the pointy people.
Ah, Lydia. How are you doing, fellow house call? And I point at the thing on my arm.
House Carl, hey? Interesting. No
training or anything,
Well, you know the Stormcloaks trained me. I know what I'm doing.
I'm not there.
No, I was about to say something too, and then went, no, bite your throat.
Yeah, sure, okay. Pleasure to make your new acquaintance.
Right, because we don't know each other.
What?
Because we're in disguise.
No. You're yourself.
No, I know, but like
I'm not
we're
there.
clandestinely like
You're
pretending.
clandestine.
Clandestine.
You're attempting and just...
All you need
Just
to do
lad
is
is
just
just
go
like
and get them.
outside wondering, they're probably just fine.
This is fine.
While they're doing that, can this one go down to the blacksmith real quick while they're doing their thing?
Yes.
Cool. I just, off camera, just want to buy a full set of leather boots, leather gauntlets, leather hat.
I imagined a gimp suit,
No, like the leather armor set.
like the zipper mouth and everything.
I want to check for, you know that I'm looking for arrows, right?
Mm-hmm. Should we go for... You can go to the arrow shop across the street, and this one will just go grab leather armor.
Oh, and I want to get.
Just so I can get a full set with that nice new enchantment armor I have.
I want to see if I can find like actual steel, like plate armor, not just like the breastplate, like actual.
We just spent a lot of money, and you're probably not going to find it for the amount you have.
Well, I can look.
Of course.
All right. So we're gonna continue your conversation first before we go to any shopping. Yeah. So, and she kind of leans in like, there are these weird guys here looking for you. Not for you, for the rest of them.
I know. The Preventus mentioned that they weren't looking for the Thanes. They were looking for Dragonborn specifically, not just the Thanes of Whiterun.
Yeah.
These Thanes in particular.
Do you know who these guys are?
No, I've never seen these masks before. Actually, but can I history check? It's probably way too obscure.
Yeah, you may attempt.
But you will not succeed.
Actually, society, I guess,
Yeah.
or religion, because they're a cult.
You don't know that.
Oh, that's true.
You could go society.
Okay. 14.
Yeah, no clue. The colors seem familiar to you,
Hmm.
but other than that, you don't get any meaning from them.
I'm gonna try to approach them like as if they're. I'm gonna be chummy.
You're not going to tell Lydia and the dude who is frail that we have the house now?
Oh yeah, I relayed to them that I was like, the house is ready, but I'm gonna go investigate these guys over here. I'm gonna try to play nice.
Igvald is stumble down drunk, and he's got like food stains all down his new clothing. He has been enjoying his freedom properly.
Wonderful. Igvald, get back to the damn house.
Yep.
He won't know which.
Which house is that?
Second last one on the left.
And
As you go towards the door.
okay.
Lydia, you go with him, and if I'm not back in 10 minutes, come after me.
Are you sure?
I'll be fine.
I could stay here and help.
Yes, but I don't want Drunky over here getting lost and killing himself.
Drunky?
Breaking an ankle or something.
Oh, I know the way to Breeze home. I'll take him.
Take him
I'll be right back.
quick as you can. And I'm gonna go up and be like, "Greetings, travelers!" To these cultists.
They just like snap turn to you. Be gone. We have no business with you.
Well, that's very rude. You come into my city and you don't even want to say hello? It's most unpleasant.
Perhaps your culture is different than ours, but where we come from, you do not accost people you have no business speaking to.
Oh, who's accosting who? I'm merely greeting some weary travelers to this fine city of which I grew up in.
We are not weary, and you are accosting us. Leave us alone.
Oh, okay, fine. back to your business, I guess. Which is...
None of your concern.
very well. And I kind of, like, roll to the bartender, like, to the...
Mhm.
I've, like, met her before.
Yeah.
Yola, what's with the... in the get-ups?
The masked man.
Word is they're looking for the Dragonborn. I'm not sure why. They're pretty tight-lipped. Their coin is good, but they don't say much else. They know that the Dragonborn are Thanes of Whiterun, and I guess they're just waiting for them to come back.
Okay. And they go, and I'm gonna say, like, sort of loud enough that they can hear, of like, Thanes of Whiterun! And I, like, look at them. I know the Thanes of Whiterun!
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh my god. Do not.
Oh, are you bringing them to our house?
You're bringing it. We're going to have no house. And the gentleman that we just saved is going to die.
Deception doesn't quite seem right. Let's try performance.
I mean, diplomacy? He does know the Thanes of Whiterun.
Yes, but he's trying to make a big show of it.
Yeah, he's not requesting something of them diplomatically.
19.
Wow.
Flat, what's your bonus?
That is with my bonus.
Oh, nice.
They stand up from their table, and all three of them in march step towards you. They sort of surround you at the bar. Take us to the Thanes of Whiterun.
Sure, you got it!
While this is going on, two of the Thanes are not at the house.
As we're walking down, this one actually goes, actually, you know what? This one's just gonna go get changed instead. You know what? I think I'm just gonna go with the half look.
Respectfully, that is hella metagaming. You had shopping you wanted to do, and you're out there doing that shopping.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'm gonna go in the direction of the the watchtower. I'm really
Which
hoping
watchtower?
Like right at the front gate. I think there's a door that goes through, like, to your right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be leading that, loudly saying, "Ah, yes, the Thanes of Whiterun is who you're looking for. I am taking you to the Thanes of Whiterun." Hopefully,
Just kind of looks over as I'm standing in front of the blacksmith, like, what the fuck?
Hopefully loud enough that you can hear it through the door of the house. Or Lydia has, like, come outside.
Tell you what, roll fortitude for shouting.
Oh, 19. Oh, that's a good die. I like that blue one.
Masalia's response. It is shit for me, but I guess it works for
Fortitude
you.
is 31.
31 yelling?
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, him Talos himself. Here's me shouting.
Heimskir's like, could you pipe it down over there? I'm trying to proselytize, and you're filling the airspace!
Maybe I will lose them after all.
Yeah, they all hear you. And you're just like, you're leading them to this door or up this ramp?
I think wherever the watchtower is. Because I think you can go in. Not that way.
Seeing it.
Like when you go next to the gate. Yeah, in there.
Aha.
And it sort of like brings you up into the. I imagine there's a watchtower there or something.
Yeah, there's totally stairs there, and that's how that works, because that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
Alright, so okay, you have heard your friend shouting. You were shopping. We'll take care of what you purchased in fireside chat between sessions. But you have all heard him. Lydia was already outside, and she's like following, quick step, eyes on a swivel.
And I'm kind of like pointing towards this opening of like, ah yes, the Thanes of Whiterun are up there on top of like in the the watchtower. They're doing the Thane duties, protecting the town.
Now we're gonna need deception.
So, as soon as the as soon as Igvalt comes in the home and I see he's tipsy, I'm just gonna usher him up the stairs to like, here's your bed, also a bucket, and then the ding dong doodle happens and I go, stay here, do not leave.
10.
10 deception, you say.
Oh yes, this dice, most amazing, such grace.
Well, I mean, it's a, like,
It
I
was
could have...
18, 19, and 9, so that's better than the 1s and 2s I was getting.
As you say, oh yeah, they're totally up there, definitely up this tower, and nothing else is up there. They just, like, stop walking. And the one in front, he keeps his eyes focused square on you. The other two that were behind him, they both rotate to look backwards and sort of form a full 360 view of the situation. We don't appreciate being lied to.
Who's lying? I know the Thanes.
What business would they have on the watchtower?
I don't know, protecting the town, that's the job, I presume.
I'm, at this point, can I like open the door and step out?
Yes. All who want to be outside are outside at this point and more or less within eyesight of what's going on here.
I'm gonna just like, I have range stuff that's not gonna be any problem in this area, so I'm just gonna like turn, and typically whenever you leave a house there is like foliage, so I'm just gonna start like collecting, I don't know if there's lavender or something right outside the door.
Where's our house? Is it
Right
this
there.
one?
Yeah, there's a few little flowers here, blue, pink, tundra cotton.
So I'll just sort of like be picking them, keeping my ear out for anything that's happening.
And where am I? Sorry.
Where did you decide to be?
You were going to the arrow place, which is
Yeah.
this one.
Okay, yeah, so you'll be like right there. So just moments after having stopped you for your lying, he says, go on then, show us.
They're right up the... What I'd like to do is that guard there.
Mhm.
I know this exact action. It is called Pass a Secret Message.
Mhm.
Using deception, I would like to say, ah, yes! Do I know the guard? Like, would I know his name? Or, like, no?
They all look the same.
It's offensive. Ah, yes! The captain of the guard here. And I point at this guy, and obviously you can tell when I'm talking to him. Ah, yes, the captain of the guard. He knows that the Thanes are up the stairs and would be happy to show you these people. And I'm kind of like, dude, take them up the stairs or point them up the stairs. Right, captain of the guard? And I'm hoping he gets
the drift.
of, like, these people are hella sus. Help.
I'm just trying to figure out how I rule if he understands or not.
'Cause it would
It doesn't make a lot of sense.
be insight in.
But he got a natural 20.
There we go. He's
So-
doing great.
He knows exactly what's going on, but does he help?
He just sort of... He takes a moment just to read the situation. He draws his sword and raises his shield and says, I didn't like the look of you lot when you came into my town. And I don't like you accosting honorable citizens of Skyrim. You'll be on your way now, with no fuss, or the three of you will be sent home in boxes.
Upon hearing the threat happen from the guard, I am gonna just sort of take whatever I have bundled and just sort of slowly walking in the direction of town, or like in this direction.
This one looks like a gawker going, ooh, what's going on?
And
Wait, 1 second. This one's going to put on his thinking cap and puts on the circlet of conjuration.
The guard has a pretty commanding and recognizable voice, and his shouting of commands, another guard appears on the overlook up there, and two more come marching down the street from their various posts to see what the situation is. The three robed figures sort of turn and turn and assess the situation. And they say, "Very well." And they stride out the front gate.
And you just hear, like, the audible sound of Sigmund unclenching his butt crack. Like, woo! All right.
I think that is a great point for us to take a break. We will be back in 15 minutes. Puts us at 7:45, and perhaps we'll learn a little bit more about what these strange people want with the things of Whiterun. So we'll see you in 15 minutes. Thank you so much for being here. Be right back. That's not the right one. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Daedra and Deathclaws.
Make sure that the mic is working? Okay, great.
If you are just joining us, the party has rescued some formerly enslaved people from the Falmer in Blackreach.
Yes.
Dropped off 9 of them in Windhelm to join the Stormcloaks.
Suckers.
Took one of them to be their sort of
Butler?
house servant, the Alfred to their Batman.
Hell yeah.
At the place in Whiterun. They went to Whiterun, they've just purchased the home, got a little bit of furniture, and they found out that there were some weird dudes in robes looking for them.
With octopuses on their face.
With octopuses on their face.
It kind of looked like it, like they're just like...
But having just nearly provoked an attack by them in the middle of the city, the guards have removed them from the city. So we'll pick up now, just as those cultists have left the front gates.
I'm just gonna, like, saddle up to the guard and be like, who the hell were those people?
I don't know, but everyone seems to know. They were asking for the Dragonborn. I don't know what business they have with the Dragonborn, but...
Couldn't be good, whatever it is.
Well, I'll not have them assaulting and accosting people in my city.
Certainly, so thank you for your help. I really appreciate it.
Yes, thank you.
I would, however, I'm sure you'll keep an eye out for them, but part of me wonders if perhaps we should follow them. Not the gods, obviously, but the Dragonborns and I. See what they want.
Your business is your own. My concern ends at this wall.
Well, we'll make sure we'll take any issues outside of town, lest things turn violent.
That would be wise.
Maybe not letting any more of them in here, so that we don't have to try and fib them out.
Yes. No, they will not be coming back into town dressed like that anyways.
Anyway, so this one walks up to our friend. So, what now? Do we leave town today, or do we still want to spend the night here?
Well,
It might be a good idea to find out what they want with us.
specifically, well, we should give them a bit of a head start. Perhaps we wait maybe 20, 30 minutes for them to, so they don't know we're following them. But
how do we know what direction they go in if we wait 20 minutes?
hold on, and I'm gonna kind of walk to the top of that, assuming there's a watchtower.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get to the top of there, and I can just see sort of through that grate. Best, I'm taller.
It's not a great view.
Oh, terrible. So
honestly,
yeah,
you really can't see fuck all there. This is more for watching for approaching armies.
yeah, fair enough.
What
I'm
about
gonna
over on
go
the
to
very
that
start
broken,
where it's
that
broken?
broken bit, and kind of like stick my head,
Whoa.
I missed.
He's gonna jump on top of that.
and I'm gonna do my best to like lay down on top of there.
Yep.
And like just, since I don't have, we should get a spyglass. That's a thing in Pathfinder's inventory. Just get a.
Well, you crawl up here. It's only been about a minute since they left, and you can see their fairly distinct purplish robes walking around the trail and the cut back, forth and down and over to the intersection there.
I'm gonna watch and basically see which direction they take on the intersection.
Yeah, if they head into Riverwood, if they head into...
Yeah, and then just kind of based on which way they go, like, oh, they're probably heading to this town. Because they're probably hitting up major towns.
They turn to the left at the intersection.
And I would know that that's toward River.
North.
Yeah, that is towards Riverwood,
Okay.
or onto Rorikstead and Riften and all of that.
They're going east,
Well,
basically.
well, you guys take this moment. This one's gonna quickly run into the house and get changed. This one's
Okay.
kind of over the robes. It's supposed to put a new armor on.
Well, perhaps.
Don't go upstairs. I left our friend there.
Oh, perfect. This one needs to leave him a note then.
Yes, it's just he might be drunk sleeping.
Let's
what?
hope he knows how to read.
Oh yeah, look at the. I didn't even consider that. As I come downstairs, I'm going to be like, yes, I saw them. They headed east in the direction of Riverwood, Rorke's, perhaps even as far as Riften. I'm not sure what city they're going to, but they're definitely heading along that route.
Yeah, well, they don't know who we are, so we could head out right away.
Certainly, but I would rather, speaking as a former soldier, I would like to put some distance between them and us when we scout them. It's unwise to be so close.
Well, they would recognize you, which would tip them off to us, so...
Can you do that person change thing to anybody else, or is it just yourself?
It's just myself. My body physically changes.
Well, I'll put my hood up, and actually, I want to see, maybe I can, is there any spare clothes or anything I can change into?
Nothing of that sort has
Okay.
been provided with this home. That's, stuff you gotta go out and buy.
I might pop over to Bellathor and see if I can snag like a new robe or something, like, because it's not a robe, but it's just more like a shawl and hood that goes over my armor.
Yeah. We can say that you find something of that nature for about 25 gold.
Okay, can you update my thing?
Your thingy thing.
My thingy thing.
This one can't.
You
So,
can't
450.
wear leather?
No, I do not have the strength for it.
How do you not? It's leather.
It needs 10 strength. I do not have.
Oh, okay, well, fair enough.
This one kind of puts it on and just goes.
Mediocre.
Maybe you could have some pieces of it.
Nope. As soon as I put the chest beat on, that's it. Going back to unarmored.
I switch out my blue for a lovely forest green.
Lovely.
Which then is apparently I had the numbers. Something
And
messed up here.
if I may,
So
part of that
ACs
was
actually
maybe a
way lower
nice
than it should
iron
be.
brooch
That's
with
what
the
the AC should
Whiterun badgy badge.
Another 5 gold for that.
Okay, that's
Because
fair enough.
Dex score 4, nothing bonus to AC proficiency.
Lydia sees you struggling with this armor. We've seen so many magical things in this world. We may be able to find something to make you a bit stronger so you can fill out that armor a bit better.
Honestly, I'll just take it off. This one will find means of more arcane nature. That reminds me, this one needs to do some more research. This one needs to do a lot of things. This one has a book he needs to finish. This one has projects that he started and then stopped. This one might have a problem. Anyway, this one's gonna go upstairs real quick.
I don't think you're the only one that has that kind of a problem.
So this one will go upstairs. Kind of open the door. Knock knock. You doing okay, buddy?
I love freedom.
I know you do. Alright, so this one writes a note. We left town, keep the house together. Here is 1 month's pay in advance. And I will take 300 gold coins, put them in septums, put them into a bag, put it next to him.
You hear Sigmund shout from downstairs, "Can you read?"
I love to eat.
No, read with the words on the page.
Reeds, you use those for music.
Great.
We're leaving, okay?
Close the door.
Okay, you gonna take care of the house?
Money
Yeah.
for somebody we don't know if they're a drunkard.
Lydia,
Yes.
any chance you could stick around here while we're on the Riverwood and back?
I think you know the
I
answer
know.
to that.
Perhaps I'll ask, what is his name? The steward's, Preventus. His daughter lives next door, Perhaps I'll ask her to, just
Check in.
check in, make sure he doesn't burn the place down.
Yeah.
That's on the way
Well,
out.
it's also probably a good idea that somebody knows that he's allowed to be here.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll just quickly go to the blacksmith.
Miss Savanici.
Got some good pieces out here if you're looking to buy more inside.
Oh, I know. And I like gesture to the plate that I'm wearing on my chest. I know you work. Don't worry. Listen, Adrian, if I may. We have a new butler in the Thanes, just the Thanes of Whiterun. You recognize them. You know, you heard.
Yes.
He's bumbling. Our friend has his first day of freedom, got a bit too drunk. Can you make sure he doesn't burn the place?
Yeah, would you mind just looking in on before you close up shop for the night? Or after you close up shop for the night?
I'll keep an eye that he doesn't burn your house down, nor my shop that's right next to it.
Ah, appreciate it, and, well, I'll come back to some greaves when we come back.
Very good. I look forward to it. What kind are you looking for? I may see if I can get some made.
Steel plate, see if your husband could do the nice engraving that he does. With the front and the back plates that strap together.
I'll see what I can do. I never really cared much for that finer work, but he seems to love it.
I know, it's a Nord thing.
Boys and their toys.
Indeed. Alright, well, you have a good day. We'll see you, hopefully within the next week. I can't imagine we'll be gone that long.
Safe travels.
They're just, like, loafing about.
Mm-hmm. But we've already dealt with them.
Yeah. Whoop!
Who? Dealt with who?
By the power of oblivion.
Poof.
Well, we might as well, I think we've waited long enough to get outside after these, miscreants.
Yep, not too much of a head start. I would like to know what they want with us.
So we're going?
Yeah.
Alright.
I think that's the consensus.
Mm-hmm.
Please, yes, please.
I, as we exit, am going to cast Mage Armor.
No.
I am also going to
Pet
cast
Cache.
Pet Cache.
Pathanax appears to be growing.
Pathanax?
And your usual, window for your pet cache, he seems to be having trouble fitting through it.
Uh-oh.
Parthenax, are you okay? Does he look like... Well, he can speak. Does he look like he's getting chubby, or does he look like he's just becoming a big boy?
He's becoming a big boy.
Oh, I got the lanky arms and the big eyes.
Hey, Parthenax, I never actually asked, how big will you be getting?
I was just about to ask you that. How big is he going to be?
How much will you feed me?
As much as you want.
Then, and he climbs into your pack and retrieves one of the dragon bones. Maybe this big.
Could we ride you?
You have to feed me a lot.
Oh, did you just mean as big as the bone?
I think he means as big as the dragon.
Yeah, because then we would be able to ride you.
But
Wait
we
a
would
second,
need
Pathanax. You do know Pathanax, from the stories, right?
His name is Parthenax.
Yeah, you named him after a freaking dragon.
I didn't
I'm
name
a freaking dragon. What are the stories about me?
Where did you find a dragon? A little baby dragon? And why do you have a baby dragon? I thought there was a lizard from the Black Marsh place with the...
This one is really concerned with everything.
the lizard people with the feathers.
Argonians.
Those things. Those people.
This is a lizard.
Yeah, they're lizards.
His name is Parthenax.
Yeah, the name of a freaking dragon lord.
Okay, sure.
My goodness, you are rather passionate today.
This one's enjoying
You
this.
realize that when we bonded, he got the ability to speak, and he said that his name was Parthenax. I didn't give it to him. He gave it to himself.
I lean over to the... Why did you name... Who named you Pathanax?
I did.
How did it come to you?
Big voice in brain. Say, name? Pathanax.
Awesome.
I am very concerned.
I like that.
I give him just like a little like good boy scratches.
He gives you a little bit of that like lizard love bite on the finger.
We're gonna be in warmer air. I make it like because it says that you can do it as a pocket thing. And
It's gonna-
for one willing creature that is an animal companion, I open my cloak and create a gap with my hand. So I will like yoink a pocket and just be like, okay, this will be your thing instead of my little like finger window.
How
Here you go.
big of a pet cache can you make?
It says for one willing animal companion or familiar, so I am assuming that it can be as large as it needs to be.
I am concerned that we'll be bringing a dragon along with us, but fine, whatever.
So is this like an alternate universe that he goes into?
It's like a pocket dimension, but what's really great is that it is the temperature that the creature, my Parthenax, needs, and it also provides him with all of the food he needs, which is great.
So
Pocket dimensions.
is it like one of those, those backpacks? A pack of holding?
Kind of, except he can live in it.
You
Bags
know-
of holding living things can't live in.
All bags hold things. That's
No,
the-
this is a
No,
special
ones
one
with
that
holes
holds lots and lots.
Well,
and
it's not
lots
for
of
very
things.
long.
Oh, is that
Also, I
Khajiit's?
think we should get to our cart before he stops waiting for us, because we did tell him to wait just a little bit.
As you open the pocket for pet cache, Pathanax hops in, and then he sort of climbs back out. I don't want to hide anymore.
Okay, but when we get into colder areas, I would very much like for you to at least be bodily in, so that you maintain the warmth that you need to in order to survive.
Body in, head in front, legs out.
No.
Don't look at me, man.
This one just starts walking down the road.
Parthenax.
I'm sure he'll be fine.
No children or animals.
Are you big enough to keep up with us walking on your own?
Nope.
No.
Well, then you need to ride.
Ride, not hide.
How are you going to get food?
You
This
feed
one
me.
just like picks up food from some twigs running around. This one can grab food as we go. This one's been doing it the entire time.
And
One
Sigmund
more meal is not that hard.
Sigmund puts on his best Bender impression. Let's go already!
Parthenax.
We are walking.
No, we had a cart we had paid for to get to Riverwood already.
I'm gonna approach the driver of the cart and be like, "Hi, excuse me. Yes, we prepaid for the trip to Riverwood. Yes, I'm gonna need you to do that sneakily."
That's not happening.
No.
We know that they're headed there. If we get there ahead of them,
Yeah.
We know that they're headed in roughly the same direction.
If we pass them, great. Then we murder them on the road.
I was gonna say we just run them over.
Don't say that to the freaking driver here.
Did you see those weird people walk by with the masks?
Yeah, I did.
Freaky, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
Do you know who they are?
No, I don't.
Good, let's keep it that way.
Let's just go.
Everybody lay in the back of the cart. Drive casually.
I'm going to sit in the car.
I am
properly.
also going to sit properly in
And then he
the
like
cart.
leans over,
This one actually sprawls out and takes his idea.
and Sigmund like walks up to the front of the horse and like puts his hand on the horse's put gently and is like, walk casually.
You're making
Trot-
things awkward.
Trot casually. Can
Um,
horses whistle?
No. Just get in the cart. Lay down.
Or that
Cover
would be
him with
cool.
blankets. Furs.
What did I played the Drell twice with a grenade? Everybody be cool. They were not cool.
No, you were not cool. Your response to like stealth is like, I'm gonna be as awkward as possible and make it obvious that I am not normal.
But then everyone realized, man, something's been wrong with him. Give him some space. It works for his favor.
Okay. So, Parthenax.
Yes.
Yes.
All I want you to realize is that I have your health score written down here, and it is small.
You are soft. You are soft, squishy baby.
And
Maybe he's not as squishy as he was before.
I love you dearly. And one breath from a dragon and you're dead.
Okay, this one just gets up. Alright, there comes a time when you have to let the little ones you've raised start exploring the world by themselves. So what if they lose a limb?
You should have told my father that. Although then again, I never would have found you guys, and I never would have been.
Who found who exactly?
I do believe you found me.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
I do believe we did. Indubitably.
Well, you know what? Then you never would have found me.
So I am happy to have you out more. I'm happy to have more conversations with you. But if the situation gets really hairy, I'm putting you in the pet cache and closing the door.
You should also put some clothes on.
How? What? Can you fight?
No.
Why not?
This one just starts like so.
I'm not big enough yet.
Get
So
him,
at some point you might be able to fight.
get him a very
I'll fight
tiny
you.
scarf.
Okay, come on, bring it on.
Get him a very tiny scarf.
just like if he starts walking towards Lazalia, like off of my arm, I'm just gonna like do that thing that you do when you're trying to keep things on your head. Just like,
Antagonizing him.
I'm trying to,
We're trying to be sneaky, damn it!
Shut up,
shouting.
lay down. I'm playing with the lizard.
Hey, Ziggy. Can I see your sword for a sec?
He's like laying down awkwardly and it's like,
Kunk.
No, I just need the pommel. Okay.
it's a brass wolf head or a bronze wolf's head.
And I'm just like fiddling around with some leather strips, just kind of like crisscross weaving something.
Crisscross applesauce?
And then when you get it back, all of a sudden there's this beautiful little embroidered like leather working. Like think of the gaudy keychain rings you used to have in the 90s with the leather working and the beads. Just, that's added on the end.
While we're going, I'm gonna play
Thank you.
fight with Parthenax.
This one's bored and wanted to make something.
Okay.
He catches your fingers a few times and draws a little blood.
Did we ever see any of the cultists as we're going by?
You did not as you approached Riverwood.
River Run, Riverwood. Alright, well there you go. They must have gone somewhere else. Not our
There's
problem.
your chicken! Your dad's favorite chicken.
My dad's favorite chicken was named Margaret.
Your dad's favorite chicken here is that chicken that's hanging out right there.
And I get down, like walk up like real close and it was like, are you Margaret? It's not Margaret. She would have pecked me in the face by now.
Parthenax locks eyes with the chicken. You feed me?
Not the chicken. I'm imagining that he's like maybe like
He is roughly forearm sized now, from nose to like base of tail.
oh shit.
Oh shit!
He's about the same size of a healthy rat. And the
No,
last
it's like an iguana now.
Yeah, like a medium smallish iguana.
Miss Frizzle's iguana.
Yeah.
that's not
precisely.
an iguana.
That is an iguana to me.
Whatever that
It's not
is.
an iguana. It's a chameleon.
It's this big, from here to here, tip of tail, tail's a bit longer.
Okay, because he attacked a rat like 3 days ago and he lost.
Didn't say he was good at fighting.
So
That's why I was trying to teach him.
I'm just gonna look at him and just be like, I can start feeding you meat if you like. I can do it raw. The chicken is too big.
The chicken is also somebody else's. Not to advocate for the chicken, but you know,
Just a very audible sigh out his nostrils. You feed me.
Yes.
This
I
one
will
takes
feed you.
rations out of a rabbit from earlier. Here you go.
And it just like unhinges its jaw and takes like half of the rabbit into its body and then just like very slowly tries to work its way up the rest of it.
There you go. That will keep his mouth shut for a while. Alright, let's go talk to Delphine. It's been a while.
No, we're gonna talk to the sister first.
We have
Why?
no reason to talk to the sister now that we
What
don't have a
sister?
person to drop
Oh, that's
off.
right. Never mind. I totally forgot what happened there. Apparently,
Perhaps we should stick our heads in first since these damn cultists are still here. Odd. Okay, they're not here. Very interesting.
Well, maybe Delphine knows what they are and she can tell us.
And we also don't know that they're cultists.
What is it?
Any
That's
news?
rather rude.
Sorry, I've had some strange folks in here that I've had to run out of town.
Oh, weird guys.
Were
that
they
look
in a
like-
robe with the...
This?
Something like that, yes.
Do you know who they are, what they are, where they're from, what they want?
That's a lot of questions in one breath.
Who, where, what, when, and why?
How?
And how did it happen?
I have my suspicions. Why don't you come down to our meeting room?
Okay.
Okay.
Yo, Leia.
No, actually, yeah.
Into
quite,
the cone of
quite nice,
silence.
actually. It's right through.
Have I ever been here? This
No.
is the Bat Cave.
Cone of
Yeah, pretty
silence.
I'm just gonna take Parthenax and just sort of like lay him, like once he's done like swallowing the food, just take him and sort of like cradle him in my arms and just give him belly rubs.
There's still, like...
There's a hump in his belly.
Yeah, there's still a leg sticking out of his mouth. He can't quite get there.
Are you having problems, Parthenax?
He does not respond.
Do I need to Heimlich maneuver? Okay, no. I am doing nature on my familiar to see if I need to do the Heimlich maneuver.
You just see lad just
Do I need
summons
to
the
roll
mage
for
hand
it?
and just kind of like
I roll for
slowly
it?
rotates it in like a corkscrew to get the last leg in.
That's
Maybe
a
he's not
natural
even
19, which is a total of 31.
He seems in discomfort, but not distress.
Is there any way that I can like take the giant bone out of the leg and leave him with the meat? Oh, so like the leg is still like out?
Yes, there's a leg sticking
No,
out.
I thought okay, so if my hand is the leg, I thought that the mouth was here and he was having problems, not that the leg is sticking out. This is what's going
This
on?
is your leg.
The whole haunch.
The whole haunch? Okay, I break the haunch off.
And like through like super deep voice because his entire system is full like
I put the haunch, like I rip, again, get the bone off, and just like, put it in my other pocket.
You throwing food on the floor?
No, I put it in my pocket because we're not outside anymore, and then I put the raw meat inside the pet cache, and I go, you can have it later.
It seems unsanitary.
he just sort of
It's
like
a pocket dimension.
I want to do a medicine check on him and make sure that he's actually okay, because he's
Just
asking
leave the damn
for
lizard
food
alone.
when he couldn't even get what he had in his face.
I did a 31 nature check, which is also my medicine roll.
Oh, okay. All right.
You guys are all enthralled. This poor lizard just kind of goes to the enchanting table. Huh. And I put the armor down.
Have I met Delphine before?
I don't believe you have.
By the way, Osmond's son.
Hello.
Where's Osmond?
Oh, he died.
A little bit more gravitas than
Oh,
that.
I'm sorry. He sadly
passed
perished
away.
away at the hands of Falmer.
The damn Falmer!
You know, trying
Sorry,
to
sorry.
get to the guy that you wanted us to talk to. Yeah, he died then.
That is most unfortunate. That was fully 1/4 of our chance at saving the world is gone now forever.
Well, now I'm here, so you know.
Can
All
you
the-
use the Thum as well?
No.
I can learn, probably.
No, we can't.
Not inherently like these lazy people. I gotta learn it the old-fashioned way.
Lazy, are we?
You just walk up
So
to
would
a-
you mind answering the questions that I asked upstairs? We could just ignore this one.
Yeah, we're a little... It's fresh in the mind of Osmond stuff. Would you happen to know where that person we were trying to question might have run off to?
Where he might have run off to is anyone's guess. The problem is that the places he might have run off to, only he knows about.
No, I'm talking about the rogue dudes with the...
Yes.
Yeah, I know, but we were trying multiple topics.
As far as those cultists, we'll call them, just
Cultists.
Fanatics.
This is suspicion only. Okay, you'll have to bear with me. A very brief history lesson. Very long ago, dragons ruled the world, and humans and elves and everyone suffered under them, all the same. And there were some who fought against these dragons, and some who fought for them. Now, the people who fought for them, they had a hierarchy and a belief system to support their worship of the dragons. And some of the most powerful of the worshippers became dragon priests. These were people of incredible power who could channel some powers of the dragons, the Thum, as you know, but also sought immortality in their own ways. Now, they often had unique hand-carved masks, not terribly dissimilar to the ones those strange people looking for you are wearing. I suspect that one of these immortal dragon priests has started a new following, or perhaps some charlatan somewhere is imitating them in hopes of gaining fame and fortune and power.
Using the dragon crisis as a means to recruit followers to their cause.
Perhaps. These are my two suspicions at the moment. I haven't, as of yet, narrowed it down to which dragon priest this might be, or indeed if it's any that I'm aware of, or an entirely new fabricated one for the purposes of selling the story.
It's a logical
Kill
conclusion.
or not to kill? That is the question.
Well, if they serve the dragons, and you are the dragonborn, and you slay the dragons, there go the followers are kind of part and parcel to that, are they not?
But do we seek them out, or do we just go about our business and kill them when we find them?
Well,
They might have information on why the dragons are coming back. Also, if these dragon priesties are as powerful as Delphine says, maybe they protect locations where other shouts can be found.
This is all possible. The only thing that I have managed to learn about Esbern and his potential whereabouts is that there is a temple hidden somewhere here in Skyrim for the Blades that used to be a fortress, a training ground, and a place of great knowledge. I cannot, for the life of me, seem to locate this place. I'm sure Esbern could tell you right off the top of his head, damned old codger. He may be hiding there. He may be seeking you from the shadows in his own way, trying to find you and help put an end to this crisis. Or perhaps he has found these dragon priests and is trying to find their leader, and perhaps there is some hope there in his
Could he have
eyes.
been one of the dragon priests looking for us?
no.
That is very unlikely.
Dressed up like one, but not one?
Esbern was not much for deception. He's very much a straight shooter, very bookish, not much for the social skills.
At any rate, these dragon priests and the cultists that serve them are a danger to the people of Skyrim in their own right.
Especially considering they were looking for us in very public places, which puts the populace at risk, which I'm not
Well,
okay with.
certainly, they see us as a threat. Well, you all as a threat. And me by extension.
And Lydia.
And Lydia by extension, you two house calls.
You know what this means? We need one more house car and we each get our own private one.
Lydia just says, "That's not how this works."
This one calls Ziggy.
Hashtag not it.
You don't
What's
want
a hashtag?
Ruin treats me better. And smells better.
I transform into random people and he just happens to find it horny. I don't know how that's treating him better.
He's 19.
I look at Lydia.
He's 19.
To be honest, this This one also enjoys it when you do random things. Like, you could literally fulfill anyone's dream.
Yes.
This one is jealous.
I'm sorry.
Unless people have a thing for one-armed cat people. This
You
one's
know what?
limited.
As my mother said, there's someone out there for everyone. Or some ones. You know what, whatever you're into. Not you, the judge. That was his job.
So, I'm going to keep looking and see if I can figure out who these cultists serve and where this temple might be.
Rolling in the mountain.
Have you managed to find any leads?
Well,
We went into the Falmer underground and rescued 10 slaves, which is, I mean, if nothing else, is giving us a name, which is probably a good thing. The bigger we are, the more, like, people will come to us.
they did endear themselves to Ulfric Stormcloak.
Well, more blades against the dragons will help, regardless of where their affiliations lie. Let's just hope these Stormcloaks and Falmer don't all kill each other before the real fight gets here.
Oh.
True enough. Did you see which... Well, obviously you would have seen which direction those people went in because you chased them out of town.
They came from the north. They didn't seem to have any strong idea where you might be. I sent them away, and they went back to the north.
When did you send them away?
About a day ago.
They did not go north.
They
Well,
went to Whiterun.
Yeah, they went north to Whiterun.
We
A
Oh
day
yeah, I
ago.
guess it is north. Yeah.
He
okay, sorry.
chased them out of Whiterun, and they went further north.
They went
You said
further
they
east,
turned down south?
No, they turned
southeast.
Left
left,
at the intersection
which
out from
is
town.
this way.
No. This is the path down, so there's the path down,
Mhm.
and then left would have been down this road.
Yeah.
So southeast.
Well, they can go north.
They could have gone down to road or gone east towards Riften,
Riften.
or going more
North.
north towards Winterhold or Dawnstar.
I think at this point, if we had wanted to actually do anything with them, we should have followed them much sooner. And the trail for them at this point is cold.
Well, perhaps we will cross paths again. In the meantime, where do we want to go? We literally have the world as our oyster.
Can you, you work in a tavern. Have you heard of any places, from anybody who's walked the wilds, of any places that have held great natural beauty according to the Greybeards? Places of amazing beauty are places where our thumbs might be stored in knowledge. They can be in caves, they can be out in the open. Basically a wall with weird scratches on it that just doesn't seem to weather. Any information that you might have heard as a person who works in an inn, because we need more.
Would it
And
make...
we don't know where to go.
Would it make noise for other people, or is that just
I
us?
think that's just you. No, the last time when all of us were here, Lydia and Siggy didn't hear the heartbeats and the chanting like we did.
That would be
Okay.
chanting of what?
The wall.
It was a wall with some scratches on it.
Okay.
It was quiet as any other piece of stone.
It was
No.
very loud.
It wasn't. I'll make a ghost noise, just so you know what we're hearing, and I'll make a ghost noise imitating what it was that we heard. And then as you get closer and closer to the wall, I continually casting the ghost sounds and make the volume increase until it comes to the crescendo when we absorb the thum.
The Song of Shore.
If you see a wall with scratches like that, then please let us know, because that you can't hear anything, but that's something that we need.
But that chant is well, its religion, legend, whatever you want to call it, is Shor's song. It is the song of the ancient Nords, of not even the Nords. It's the song of Atmora. It's very ancient power.
Okay, so I can't make it sound exactly like music. I can't create intelligible words or other intricate sounds, but I'm gonna just do like a rough approximation.
It's like a really offbeat version. Instead of yelling Pusarao, it's Mustara Jar!
But the only thing that you and Lydia could
Well,
be
this
able
one-
to tell would be you would see the scratches on the wall.
This one has an idea if you want to just let him try it.
What's your idea?
Oh, just, if we want to just get an idea, this one has an idea. I'll just go outside for a moment.
Well, the whole point of this was asking if she knew about anything so that we could find it and go there.
Yeah, this one also has an idea for that.
Wouldn't Delphine, where was
Well,
your
what's
before the Blades were disbanded? I remember hearing my grandfather and my uncle shout about the Blades being disbanded after the war.
Yes.
Where were you before you were disbanded? Where did you build your headquarters?
I was based at Cloud Ruler Temple near Bruma
In Cyrodiil?
in Cyrodiil, yes.
Well, in the mountains, so perhaps the Blades Temple is in the mountains. It seems like a naturally defensible place.
That would be reasonable. Wherever it is going to be somewhere very secluded and isolated. Secrecy was valued above all else, with strategic placement a close second.
Well, obviously not something we're going to stumble upon, but
We could always put the map on the wall and throw a dart at it, and where the dart lands is where we go.
well, I could always ask for help.
I mean, Gislad thinks that he has
What's your idea?
Oh, this one's just gonna go. Okay, this one it's a long shot, but this one could just take a look around in the area.
Look around what area?
Like, we go around through the area walking?
No, this one hasn't. This one has new tricks. This one's been practicing, and it finally clicked this morning. This one thinks he can finally do it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Do what?
Give me a moment. I go outside, and so I'll go outside the pub, and you'll just see Lad kind of look up for a second, blink, and as he opens his eyes, you just see empty sockets. Like, the eyes are
Holy
gone.
shit!
And I'm gonna cast Clairvoyance, 500 feet straight in the air. So I now have an invisible sensor 5 feet in the air, and I just can look around. Essentially, I'm going Periscope.
How far do we think 500 feet is?
Well, every step's probably about 1.5 feet. So
Yeah.
that
Gonna say about twice the height of this tree.
a tree's not going to be 250 feet tall.
That was a bloody tall tree.
250 feet tall.
Well,
That's like
how
3
tall
stories.
is the
That's
house?
like a 3-story tree there. Like 500 feet's like almost mountain tall. All right.
That's what you get.
Okay, so this one would like to look around in the general area and see if I can find anything that would be of interest to us.
The shiny orb in the sky.
Well, are you telling us what you see?
Yeah, I'm describing everything in vivid detail. Oh, so there's Bleak Falls Barrow where we went. There's another mountain. We can see White Run.
I can see my house from here.
Yeah!
There's the throat of the world.
Mm-hmm. That's the top of this mountain, yes? Yeah.
Where?
Also, because I know nothing's going to actually load into, like, the distance we're going. But because it says when I have this up, I have my normal senses.
Mm-hmm.
Can I see anything of interest for us within the general area?
Define of interest.
Do we see any of those walls like we've seen all the dragon words are? Do I see any sort of water fortifications? Do I see any sort of waterfalls? Do I essentially anything that would be like, you know what? Let me put it this way. Do I see anything that if you were a traveler would go, oh yeah, take a left at this landmark? thing that would be distinctive enough that you would notice it.
That is an interesting way of putting it.
What's on the top of this mountain that we're beside?
That's the throne of the world.
That's the biggest mountain here.
That's High Hrothgar.
Imagine
That's
if
the
this
dragon people's house.
Imagine if this one cast the spell on top of High Hrothgar.
You wouldn't be able to see anything.
So is that the Greybeards?
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
so
okay.
the throne of the world is the mountain. High Hrothgar is the temple on the throne of the world.
Nothing stands out terribly to you, but you think you can see some sort of structure at the far end of this little mountain range there
Oh.
that may be of interest.
So, behind Bleak Falls Barrow, there seems to be something off in the distance there. And you see the eyes. All of a sudden, as my blank eyes on it, you see my eyeballs kind of roll back into place.
That's creepy.
gross.
Well, let's think about this logically.
Mm-hmm.
What are some of the most densely populated mountain ranges in Skyrim? What hold has the most densely of mountains and impregnable natural fortifications?
That's not necessarily where these are. The Greybeards mentioned them being out in the open in
I
nature.
don't mean the wood walls. I mean the temple where
blades.
the blades
It
are.
would be Markarth. That's where the most mountains are.
The Reach.
Yep.
The Reach has the most mountains, and I mean the
Oh.
Dwemer built Markarth there for a reason.
Oh,
And
okay.
that would also be another location to get down.
To
So-
see if we can rescue more people.
This one would think we should leave Riverwood, follow the lake, but not on the roadside. We don't have a cart anymore to worry about. This one thinks we should travel along the mountainside, along the lake, and see what we can find over here. Because that's what I saw something over here.
And if we get desperate, we can always ask my aunt and uncle to help in Markarth.
So are we against this idea, or?
Well, what I want to know, because Delphine still hasn't answered me, is if she has heard anything about any weird walls or
Yeah.
places of spectacular nature that we may be needing to check in on.
Well, I appreciate your question, but my time as an innkeeper is not why I would know of these walls. That would be entirely coming from my studies as a blade. I will admit that my time studying as a blade was more studying fighting than the history of dragons and dragon worship and all of that. Esbern would be much better for your question, I'm afraid. With that said, I have been plotting dragon burial points, and there is one place that stood out to me that may be a location of one of these words.
Would you like to
Noisy
add it to our
walls?
map?
Yes, sure. If you pass me your map, I'll mark it down.
There you go.
There we
Now
go.
we have two options.
Yep. I just want to be able to have options, because
I think Esbern is probably our best option, though. At the moment, I know you don't like working with these people, but
But finding him is like it's shot in the dark.
yeah.
well, perhaps we go to Markarth and we beseech the Thane there, or
Yeah. The East
public
March.
officials, or worse, my aunt and uncle.
Do you know the East March?
East March?
Yeah.
Like where Ulfric is?
South of Ulfric.
Like the East March.
Yeah, East March.
Right.
That's the hold of Windhelm.
Okay.
Windhelm is the city, is the capital of East March.
Well, that's another direction. It is in the opposite way, but let's. The burial mound is a good place to keep our mind at, but so we can go to Markarth, see if we find Bernie over there, and then go to East March if we can't.
Why am I imagining Esbern in like Bernie Sanders' chair with his mittens, just like sitting there chilling?
Once again, I call for your initiative. Well, which would we prefer? Shot in the dark that this one saw as a glint in the distance, or do we go to East March to find an actual burial site where we know?
Well, The shot in the dark that you saw in the distance happens to be in the direction of Markarth,
Which
So
is
we
also a
can-
shot in the dark.
which is also a shot in the dark. So 2 shots better than 1.
Okay.
Head off
Markarth
in that
is-
direction, then come back. Also, if we start spreading our name around, we might run into the dragon people. So we've never been to Markarth. Might be good.
We'll probably at least have a place to stay.
We've always got a place to stay.
No, with Markarth. My aunt and uncle have money.
Well, no, I'm meaning our house that.
Oh, that's all.
Slod
That's
makes
all.
us.
At the cabin. I don't know that they'll let us set that up in the middle of town though.
Well, no, but we wouldn't have to be in town. Okay, onwards, forward, march.
My goodness, we get caught up in the silliest things.
What's the hurry?
So much, so many.
Much
How
wow.
late does it seem when we step outside?
About
It's
White twilight.
I was gonna say it's looking like it's getting jerkish.
Do we want to just travel a little bit? This one still has the magic to make the house.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, let's
I'm
go.
okay with doing that.
All right, well then let's go. Instead of going this way, this one suggests we go to the bridge, go across, and then follow along the other side of the river, off the
Very
beaten
well.
path.
That sounds like a plan to me.
And aren't we gonna pass your father's old house?
Yeah, the old homestead. I don't know if there's anything useful.
Oh, we're gonna turn left.
Left,
Oh yeah.
I don't know that there's anything useful in there.
and then just
No, pretty much
follow the
not.
river.
Well, I suppose that makes me well, not technically homeless because I have my room in your service. Maybe one day I'll make a homestead.
Sigmund, let me just be honest with you. My home is yours.
Well, that's very thoughtful.
Whenever I summon it, that is your home. You're not a guest. Your name is on it.
I appreciate that. Maybe I'll convince my sister and the children to come live one day.
You realize that she is in a relationship with somebody and she's not going to leave, right?
Oh.
Unfortunately.
Evil root!
Mark it down.
Evil root.
Lauren, your what's your house spell called?
Cozy cabin.
Cozy Cabin. I will allow you to expand that to include when you are at your proper home in town.
Mm-hmm.
You can, you know how like in movies somebody rolls out a kit of thieves' tools.
Yeah.
You can do that and roll out the remaining setup for the additional
Sleeping spots.
3 or 4 people to sleep in the home because you only got the 2 beds right now.
So like the door will be on the back wall and you open the door and there's the rest of it?
No, it won't be the house. He'll just sort of like unroll a rug and like cots will spring out of it on the main floor.
Oh, okay.
So essentially, I can add more furniture with it.
Yeah.
Make
Okay.
it cozy. I don't
This-
think we'll stick this close to the. Like, we have to go up the stones there.
Yeah. There's
The old homestead.
Aww.
All burned out.
yeah.
Damn Imperials probably did this.
They did. Your father said so.
Bastards.
I'm
Sorry,
pretty sure that he
Osmond.
informed you.
Nope. Sigmund.
My middle name is Osmond anyway.
Oh.
Go sounds.
Yep. Ghost sounds of dragon roars.
Hey, what's on the
At
other
least
one
that's what
there?
my mother called me, although perhaps she was yelling
right.
for me and my father.
Oh, maybe. Ooh, something glowy.
That's the sun reflecting off of the water.
Also, if you look to your straight
Left.
left now, what's on that little island? Anything of interest?
I'll hop over, swim over. I've got a necklace of water breathing.
I just do that.
Some corundum. And that's it.
I was
Why?
gonna say some lizard person coming after us, but wait a minute.
That's Lydia!
That's Lydia. That green is the sun reflecting off the
Yeah,
water?
that's
Oh
the
my
sun.
goodness, it totally is.
Very pretty.
Yeah.
Can we look up the mountain and see if we can see the barrow? Can we be just
Not
back
from
there?
this angle.
Okay.
Well, this one could get a better angle.
Don't do the creepy eye thing again.
Why?
Because it's creepy.
It's fine.
It works.
What Lazalia said.
This one
I
just.
just
This one hasn't gotten to the step yet where you add the cool glowing bit. That just seems too much pizzazz. This one.
Can't we just appreciate the natural beauty of my homeland?
I'm just gonna look over.
Ooh. It's a stone thingy. And
I'm
Cairn.
I'm
Cairn.
gonna look over at
what is
Sigmund and use prestidigitation, just like minor illusion to make my eyes that same like milky white that just lads were.
Oh, mine weren't milky white. I opened my eyelids and the eyeballs were gone.
the balls were gone?
Like when I opened my eyelids, the eyeballs were just disappeared.
There's another
Oh,
little
okay.
island.
It
Should
was
we check
empty
that
sockets.
out too?
Gross. I missed that apparently.
Swimming in the water.
Beware the slaughterfish. They'll take your ankles
Swimming
out.
Are you guys going swimming?
Ah! I got it.
You do
Anything
realize
over
this,
there? The slide is not gone in the water.
this water is like freezing cold.
Whatever. Was it
Anyway, this one, let's go up the mountainside a little bit. This one thinks he saw something up there.
Was it up the mountain that you saw something?
Well, it was around, just a peek around the corner, so this one suggests we just keep following. There's a road here now, so.
Yeah, and you know.
Oh!
Lydia says, "Hey, look, a cave. Wonder what's inside."
Let's go! Let's go!
Probably
I
nothing.
love caves!
Do we want to go spelunking at this hour?
We haven't spent any spells.
What does it matter? Because we can't really see too well in there. It's not like the sun has any effect on the inside of a cave.
Alright, fine.
Let's do it! Let's do it!
Shing!
I just sort of like am poking Parthenax, who's on my shoulder, being like, "You okay, buddy?"
Also, look, there's a
Feed me.
place with fire, so this would
I
assume
like
this is
look
occupied.
at his belly. Does he look like he is absolutely stuffed?
Yes.
No.
Feed me.
Later.
Feed me.
I don't like you.
Feed me. Feed me. And Lydia just kind of like shakes her head.
We go looking. Feed you later.
Quite a lot of you.
My goodness, you are a pushy shit, aren't you?
Oh, hold on.
I saw it, but I was gonna wait for the passive roll from the DM.
I saw the light.
Sigmund spots it. Hold!
Yeah?
It's a trap.
I grab Parthenax. Like, yes, I'm holding what? Trap?
Trap. Magical trap.
This one grabs a rock and throws it at it.
It explodes in shards of ice. In its
Gee, Talos, bless you, jeez.
Gesundheit.
Thankfully, it has like metal protection.
The wind is whooshy through here.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Oh, there's a creaky bone dude.
There's one there, but I think there's one down here
Yeah,
too.
there is. There's two.
I take out my arrow and I shoot it.
You've dealt with skeletons before. They're hardly any trouble for you.
I cast Ray of Frost on the other one.
They're practically held together by a wish and a prayer.
This one we use telekinetic projectile to shoot mushrooms at them.
They're dead already. You don't need to
Has
worry.
insult to injury.
Oh, just a bits. What is it?
I think the chest just went boom.
Plentiful Stamina.
Just Slad spots the trap before it goes off.
Ah! Step back, step back, step back. And then I will use Mage Hand to pink.
And you just like lightly set the flail down. Like, okay, now it's good.
Yep.
I don't have terribly good rogue at finding these things.
I walk over to that
Can't really see very
coffin
well.
and look inside of it.
Looks rather empty.
I'm gonna like wipe the dust to see like how long has this coffin been open. Like, is this just recently opened or is this?
It seems dusty to you.
Okay. Quite some time since this has been opened.
Oops, slow down.
Yeah, I have a bad feeling about this.
All right, we are going to close things down right there. Lauren has a very early morning, and starting combat at this hour would not be great.
Appreciate it.
So, rounding the corner, seeing a skelly boy and a creepy dude in black robes. You ready yourselves for combat? And time freezes for a week.
I am going to pew pew with my arrow at that guy on the top.
You will do
Next
next.
time freezes for a week.
I am going to cast Fireball.
Thank you to everybody at home for watching tonight. We love having you here. We're having fun. We hope you are too. And we will see you next week, 6 o'clock Wednesday, right here on Twitch. So, thank you very much.
Bye, y'all.
Have a great night.
Bye.
Bye.